So Tom Fuller says, content creator question for RPGs. How much, if any, influence or input do you give chat? Or is the chat decides a gimmick? I'm interested what your thoughts are for that kind of interaction and engagement. So, if it's definitely a gimmick. However, it can be an effective tool at sparking engagement. But I will say this. If it's my first time playing through a game, chat better shut the fuck up if they've played the game before me. Because you're spoiling it for me. And part of the fun for playing a video game is the discovery of that for the first time. Now, if I'm on a second playthrough or a third playthrough or whatever, chat decides. That's definitely a powerful tool to do that. But the first time through a game, it doesn't matter what game it is. Discovery is part of the journey. And this is a really interesting thing to talk about right now because I'm going to point you to another content creator for an even better answer on this. Because he just posted a video about this yesterday. So Josh Drive Hayes had a video that came out, I want to say 4 or 5 days ago, where he talked about why he abandoned his Mass Effect 3 playthrough. So he was playing through the Mass Effect franchise for the very first time, right? He had never played them before, and he was playing through the first 2 games, got to the 3rd game, and he had to abandon the playthrough because chat wouldn't shut up with trying to tell him what to do, what decisions to make, what optimal playthrough style to take, which companions he should take, which romance options, this, that, or the other. And he's like, it got so bad that he's like, I can't play the game anymore because you're not letting me play the game. You're trying to live out your power fantasy and the way that you played the game, and you're trying to watch me play your version of the game. And you're not letting me play my version of the game. And when you have these big, huge RPGs, if you're coming back and playing something for the first time that's an older classic game, chat can be insufferable. I had to deal with this with Skyrim over the holidays because I was playing Skyrim for the first time. And I have all these people coming out of the woodwork going, how is this possible that you've never played Skyrim before? The game's been out. You play all these games. You're a well-known streamer, blah, blah, blah. How is it possible you've never played Skyrim? And it's like, I was busy when Skyrim came out, so I skipped it. Now I'm playing it 15 years later, and some people cannot control themselves. And it's great to have passion. It's great to have passion. And passionate people, they love their game, right? But that passion, when it's uncontrolled, leads to people not being capable of shutting the fuck up and letting me play the game. They just can't stop themselves. And so I just had to like ignore chat as often as I could, and I still had vast amounts of Skyrim spoiled for me while I was playing it for the very first time because people in chat can't shut the fuck up. And so there, it's if it's the first time I'm playing a game, I don't want anybody in chat telling me what to do. That's really easy to do with a new game like Resident Evil 9, which we've been playing. Relatively easy to do because I'm playing it at the same time as many other people, but I still have had people who were in my chat going, oh my god, I'm on my 3rd playthrough. You need to do this. Did you get the gun here? Did you get this thing over here? Did you do this thing over here? And I'm like, let me play the game. Just let me play the game. And some people can't control themselves. They have impulse control issues. Like I said, it's just one of those things that you have to deal with when you do this for a living. Some people are just going to come in your chat and they're going to spoil everything. And you do what you can to not read chat, but it's like if I glance over and I'm reading something and it's like all of a sudden there's like 4 paragraphs from somebody that's all about this quest. It's like, dude, you just spoiled the whole thing for me. Like playing Skyrim, one of the things that got spoiled for me was party snacks. That's not going to mean anything to anybody who hasn't played Skyrim before, so I'm not spoiling anything by saying that. The whole party snacks thing, that whole encounter with party snacks, that whole storyline with party snacks got completely ruined for me. Completely spoiled by chat because people wouldn't shut up about it. And it's like, I was 30, 40 hours into my playthrough and that entire thing got spoiled for me. And I was like, well, now I know the end of the game, like how that's gonna turn out, you know. Um, so I think when it's, in my opinion, when I'm playing a game for the very first time, I don't want people spoiling anything for me. I want the discovery. I want people, and because you'll get people who say things like, one of the things people like when they watch my streams is the genuine reactions that I give. And the reason for that is because I get immersed, especially if I've medicated in first thing in the morning and I'm really, really into whatever game that I'm playing, right? Um, I am in the headspace. I am in that world. You guys have seen it. I'll be so into it sometimes, and Chris will open up the door and she'll scare the shit out of me because I'm not paying attention. Like, I'm here, like, focused. And so I very much, want that immersion in the game world. And that gets robbed when you have people who are constantly, like, telling you what you should be doing, what characters you should be taking, um, what romances you should be doing, where to find this, that, or the other. Stop, just let me play it. So it can be tricky. But first time playthroughs, I don't want any help. I don't want anything from anybody. I always urge people, just please keep it to yourself. Just enjoy my playthrough, enjoy my reactions, because they will be genuine reactions, because this is me playing for the first time. And if you've spoiled something for me, you're not going to get a genuine reaction from me because it's been ruined. And I haven't reached the point of Josh Drive Haze where I've, like, stopped a playthrough and been like, well, the game's ruined now. Fuck it, I'm out. I'm going to go play something different. I haven't reached that point yet. But I could see his frustration, and I totally understand where he's coming from, of, like, I feel his frustration. Now, when you're on a second, third, fourth playthrough, the gimmick of, hey chat, what should we do here? That's a great tool, especially if you use, like, the polling on YouTube and Twitch, where you can put a poll up and you have people engaging with chat and interacting. Yeah, it could definitely be a powerful tool if you're on, you already know the outcomes and you're just hanging out with the community and you're like, hey guys, what should we do here? Should we try something we haven't seen before? Should we do something bad? Should we do something good? Like, what should we do here? That could be a powerful tool for those moments. But for the most part, yeah, yeah. Tom says, I want to roleplay the character, put a lot of time in off stream with the whole thing about them and their motivations, not some meme, let alone my first time. Yeah, the hardest part you're going to have streaming, I don't know what game you plan on playing. The hardest part you're going to have with streaming an older game is going to be what I went through, which is people who are going to not be able to control themselves, and it's going to be impossible to completely avoid chat. Good luck. Like, if you want to stream, you have to engage with chat, and when you engage with chat, you're going to have those moments. There are going to be people who just can't help themselves because they don't have a filter and they don't have an off switch and they don't have any sort of, like, they don't have any cognizance that what they're doing is wrong, because they're just like, oh my god, he's playing my favorite game of all time and I just want to share all of these things that I love, and oh my god, you're going to love this quest line because of these 10 reasons. And it's like, I get it, you're excited, but it's just like, you just spooged all over the place and ruined it for me, like, thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question, I think. Yeah, it's basic courtesy, not talk about it or be just vague where the story goes. Like, it's okay to say something like, oh my god, I love this quest line. You're going to have so much fun doing this. That's all you need to say. What you don't need to say is, oh my god, I love this quest line, especially the part where he does this and she says that, and you pick up this and you find that gun, and then you get the ship, and then you get the ep weapon, the armors, and oh my god, that's why I love this quest. And it's like, why? Why did you have to say that? So, hopefully I never get to the point where Josh Strafe Hayes got, where I quit a game because people won't shut the fuck up. But I suppose it could happen at some point. I don't play too many older games, so usually I'm playing mostly new things, so I don't really run into that too often. Uh, yeah, not for first playthrough special games. Correct, correct. You're welcome. No, that's a great. That'll get clipped out for YouTube. Susan says I love Starfield. So do we. Dan says good evening from Yorkshire. Do you playthroughs on YouTube channel? Yes. So I'm always live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. We may add more. You never know. But we're always live in 4 places. Everything in between the streams happens on YouTube. So there's the VODs. And then if you don't want to sit and watch a 3-hour VOD, every game I play gets a playlist. There's over 11,000 videos on YouTube. This is the day job. I play a lot of games. You can watch those. Episodic format gets broken down into 45-minute to 1-hour episodes for all of the different games that I play. So, yep. Billak says, I love this story. It's about a boy that meets a girl and falls in love. Bubbly says, the worst is when a woman tries to stream a first-timer's playthrough of New Vegas. The literal desperation to demonstrate competence like some kind of nerdy mating ritual. Dude, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, Bubbles. Let me peacock my way through this stream chat for the female streamer as she plays New Vegas for the first time.